Hey guys, welcome back. We are going to be doing kind of a deep dive into the top 3 positions in each of the kind of categories of women's lacrosse for the next 4 weeks in one of my weekly videos. So this week we're talking about attackers. Now, there are so many amazing attackers in the college lacrosse game today, but there's kind of 3 that stand out above the rest. And what I like about them is that they're all different. And if there's one piece of advice I can give all of our young lacrosse players watching this right now is to watch them play. And don't just watch and be like, ooh, they're amazing. That's super important. But also watch what they're doing. Watch how they use their body, how they use their stick, how they get themselves open, how they make other teammates better. That's what kind of puts them in a category all above themselves and makes them elite players on and off the field and assisting and scoring and whatnot. So taking a deep dive into our top 3 attackers, some of the best in the game. I've been able to play with a few of them myself. Let's go. All right, so my top 3, kind of the top 3 that I think set themselves apart from the rest. Number 1, Emily Hawryschuk. Play with her at US. Just a phenomenal player. I can't say enough great things about her. What Em is so good at is using her size to her advantage. So she is a big, strong kid, super fast, super quick, and uses her body to kind of edge in. She typically works from around the crease and likes to kind of catch people off guard, but is also deadly from the 8-meter and able to dodge from up top as well. She's a dodger and a feeder. Really kind of a dual threat attacker. And what makes her a triple threat is that she also takes the draw. She's a huge part of that draw team for Cuse. And what I really admire about her is her ability to use her quickness in some situations and her strength in others. So when you guys are watching Em, watch how sometimes it's a quick shifty move to get space, and other times she creates contact and then uses that contact against a defender to her advantage. So when you're watching Em, look for kind of the situations in which she uses one thing versus the other. That's what makes her so awesome to watch and also so incredibly tough to play against. The second attacker that I just think is incredible is Jaime Ortega. Now Jaime's more of a catch, little fake and shoot player rather than a full-on dodger. She does dodge, she is quick, you have to watch her off the dodge, but what she is so good at doing is either using her face guards against each other to make herself open or create things for, create opportunities for her teammates, or cutting. She's super shifty, knows how to position herself to either be open or get open, really knows her angles really well, and then once she catches, she's often under pressure getting crashed in upon. She can use her body to advantage. It's always a quick move, turning, snapping through. She's a lefty, which makes her a little bit different to guard against than a righty, and most of us are righties, and has a super fast release. So she's somebody who's not too tall, but don't let that fool you. She's shifty, she can get around, and she always finds herself open. If she's not finding herself open, she's helping others get open as well. So if you're somebody who's more of a cutter, more of a step into space, use your angles player, Jaime Ortega is the one to watch. She scored, I think, over 100 goals last year, expecting another huge season from her this year. And the third attacker we're gonna talk about, Charlotte North. She's very shifty in terms of her stick work. Her stick work does a lot of the work for her. She's somebody who plays with a rather big stick, so you think that you can be able to check her, and you can't. She's waiting for that check, and then she'll slip right through. Really one of the most passionate players in the game today. Wears her heart on her sleeve. I love the emotion that she exudes. And she really, at Duke, was able to put the team on her back. I think at BC, this is a perfect time for her to come in, having lost Apuzzo, Kent, Arsenal. I think she is a person that they're really going to look to for leadership. When you're watching Charlotte, watch her range. She can changes her shots. If she's closer, her technique's more in. If she's farther out, she's looking for those big wind-up shots. She'll shoot 8-10 meters out. She's definitely somebody who's worked on that. Typically a dodger into a shot or a catch and shoot. So she's kind of a dual threat and draws a lot of attention. So even from her freshman to sophomore year, her feeding ability has gotten a lot better as well. So that's kind of my top three. Hawryschuk, Ortega, North, all very different, all very versatile, all going to be huge pieces of the puzzle for their team moving forward this season. Make sure when you're watching them, you're not just looking at how great they are and being mesmerized, as we all are, but really looking at how they're doing it and why they're so good, not just the fact that they are. So good luck to those three. Tune in next week. We're going to be going top three middies. Whoop!